Yeah, I mean, it's really come as quite a shock to me that there's this level of really hatred and violence from the left. I always thought the left, or the Democrats, were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring, and yet they're burning down cars, they're firebombing dealerships, they're firing bullets into dealerships, they're just, smashing up Teslas. Tesla is a peaceful company. We've never done anything harmful. I've never done anything harmful. I've only done productive things. So I think we just have a deranged, there's some kind of mental illness thing going on here, because this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
and I think there are larger forces at work as well. I mean, I don't know who's funding it and who's coordinating it.
She be doing so much more than she asked for it. I feel by myself, I find passion for it. I love doing I just have to feel.
Greetings. I'm Hatshepsut, and I'm very proud to announce Boss is back with another one.
Bro, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Teslas lately, but I've been hearing about how they're, like, catching on fire. People will send them on fire. People are, like, going up to the cameras and doing weird shit, keying their cars and shit. I just been seeing that stuff pop up. And it's because of, like, the fact that Elon Musk has something to do with the election, or he's basically on a political side, I guess, clearly. And they said, like, he invested into the election and shit, so they're kind of looking at Elon like Trump. So it's like, I guess the people that don't like Trump don't like Elon, so then they don't like Teslas. I think that's what's going on, but it could be a little bit more to the story than that. But obviously there's like a lot of Tesla controversy lately, and their stock is like going down and shit. And then recently, the last video I made talking about Elon Musk, I was saying how he said something about looking into pardoning the guy that killed George Floyd, which is kind of like he's making himself a political person. Like he's a business guy and he's doing the rockets and all that, but he's making himself a more political icon, which obviously isn't really good for business. So he's kind of seeing the repercussions of that, but I guess he just doesn't care because he's fucking Elon Musk. So he's kind of showing his political side a lot, and that's kind of affecting him. And even just random people with the car is like going through like kind of like people are starting to look at people with Teslas like they're on a political side almost. Like that's kind of what's trending lately. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. And the last video I made talking about Elon Musk, we were talking about the George Floyd thing, and I wanted to respond to a comment on that video which said he's getting pardoned, sadly washed. There is no two sides, really. He didn't pass away from fentanyl. They tested his body. They say that to downplay what happened just because they want that guy free because he ended a melanated person. Yeah, in the video, I was literally saying, like, I don't know how you make two sides to this story, but yeah, like, this is just another example of, that political shit it's gonna get in the way of your business. Like, you have cars around the world that's like, obviously now if you're supporting a certain side, that's just going to affect your business, because some people obviously take that seriously. Also, just like this George Floyd thing, like giving your opinion about something like that led to a lot of stuff going on outside in the world, like protests and like people being like, oh, that's not cool, like obviously killing somebody. And so when he's trying to take the side of the wrong side in that, it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So a lot of people, like, when it comes to politics and shit, like, there's a lot of shit that just gonna fly off your shoulder. Like, there's plenty of people that probably have Teslas that don't give a fuck that he said that and shit. It's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna go trade in my Tesla right now because he said the guy that killed George Floyd should be free. Like, dude, most people just won't care and they'll just look at it like politics. But I just think, like, he's going, obviously, because the stock's going down and shit, he's obviously finna face some problems with that. But I guess he's just so rich it doesn't really matter. But he's obviously gonna face some problems with taking a political side, because they said, like, since Trump has been in office, the Tesla stock has went down. So I think he just doesn't care. You know what I mean? He's fucking Elon Musk. He's trying to talk about going to Mars and fucking being the person that's gonna be the go-to for the future of civilization, literally, which could be problematic because, like I said, well, I said this in another video, but I don't think there should be like a certain political side or like one person at the top of our evolution. Like, it should be more spread out. There should be more Elon Musk, so that way it's not like, steered in the wrong direction. Because if he's like taking us out of Trump right now, then that means like it doesn't need to be like that. That's the problem right now with a lot of things
You've probably seen what's been happening to Tesla. Well, now the FBI is involved and they launched a task force to take down the vandals. We're at the point Tesla owners are becoming cautious. A bunch of these bumper stickers have been spotted over the last few days.
We don't like what Elon Musk is doing.
Teslas and charging stations have been set on fire. Shots have been fired into dealerships and windows have been smashed in 10 different states, including here in New York City.
I disagree with the violence, but sometimes that's what you need to
You
accomplish.
didn't have that on January 6th, I can tell you.
Elon Musk was a great businessman.
These attacks on Tesla are a form of resistance against what they see as corporate greed and political overreach by the richest man in the world. Donald Trump is calling it domestic terrorism.
Things being more monopolized. So I think if there's a way to spread out that power a little bit, maybe that'll make it a little healthier for evolution, that Elon Musk is going to be the only person in control, which I know he's working around people, but you know what I'm trying to say, like more powerful entities on the same scale as him and not him really being the only one would be healthier, obviously. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I wanted to respond to a comment. If you were going to get me to talk, that probably is a good way to get me to talk, by commenting on my videos. Not saying you really had to comment, but I made another video respond to a comment before, and I think I'm gonna continue to do that if you guys say something worth responding to in a video, I guess, or if I can make a video out of this. So yeah, that is pretty much it. You guys give me your opinions if you want. That's crazy that Teslas are catching fire, and I don't really know if that's just like a thing that they're kind of trying to show is not really a big problem, but they're kind of just capturing it because they don't have shit to talk about. Like, I don't know, but that is kind of crazy. And I don't really think he's gonna stop. Like, I don't think he's gonna be like, I'm gonna not be I don't think he's gonna be like, I'm gonna not be political because people are showing they don't like my political interests. Like, I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he feels too powerful. Like, I don't think he cares. So yeah, that is my opinion. I'm out. Another thing I want to add real fast is I think it's very important that if we're going to fucking Mars and like niggas are trying to do like some super advanced shit, it is very important that the right person is going to be in power of that and not the wrong person, for sure. Not saying he's the wrong person, but I'm just saying definitely needs to be a right distribution of power in terms of like that type of shit, because you don't want niggas to start going to settle on Mars and like controlling all the new technology and then have not have the best interest for the majority of people.